Hello everyone, and welcome to The Adventures of Dan in London. I don't actually have very much footage for you today because, well, there actually weren't that many opportunities to take videos. We went to work, got to work on our project, and we were just kind of in an office building for most of the day. I feel like being in a section of the government, they might not have taken too kindly to me carrying a camera around anyway. I did, however, get a pretty good picture of some rhubarb soda in a cafe we went into before we went into the building. So, here that is. Yeah, I didn't think that was a real thing. I also took a video as we were walking out of the cafe because there's a pretty good building across the street. Well, it was actually pretty far away, but I had to look across the street to see it. And just for good measure, I took a video of the building we were actually working in as we were approaching it. Okay, so kind of approaching it. It was there. It was in the video. It was there. You saw it. Now, the coolest part of today was actually talking to our sponsors. The whole point of today was really to kind of get initiated at our respective project locations. And so today when we were talking to our sponsors, they together work on their facilities management. And what the two of them specifically work on is energy sustainability, which doesn't exactly match very well with recycling. I don't know if I've actually talked about my project yet. We're working with the Croydon Council. Croydon is one of the boroughs of London, and it's our job to help them get their recycling act together so that they can set a good example for the borough of Croydon, so that the whole borough will recycle better, and so that Croydon can then in turn set an example for the rest of London, so that London can recycle better, so that the rest of England, the UK, and everyone's recycling and the world is happy. So, we were talking to our sponsor, and he mentioned that the two of them work in energy sustainability. So they don't actually have all that much expertise in recycling, and they're relying more on what we find through our research, through our interviews, through our staff surveys, and that in reality the project is ours. Again, being in energy sustainability and not being in recycling, they don't have that much of a personal investment in the current recycling practices. They didn't implement anything. They didn't make it the way it is now, so they don't have any emotional investment in it. So if we see something that we say, hey, no, that really needs to be changed, they're not going to say, no, we need to keep it this way, because they were the ones who created it. They don't have that attachment to it, so it's really on us. We figure out what the best practices are, and then we implement them, and that's how our project works. It's so cool. Tomorrow we'll be in the building again. We're getting our ID badges where we gain access to all the places that we need to go into. And now we're really going to get going. Stay tuned.